Reincarnation of a king long gone, the highest enlightened nigga sitting on top of the sun. An angel.
Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel with yours truly, Danny aka King Bub, and we are back with the Battle Union Week 4 Team Builder against the one and only, the meme master himself, Jedi, and his Western Weezings. So this is gonna be a very hard matchup. His team is decently matched up with ours, and then ours is decently matched up with his. But I think we've created a team that can handle his team, and hopefully we can pick up a win. So if you did not see last week, we went up against Sorry, I'm just fixing my mic thing here. Okay, we went up against or Somerset Scissors, and if you did not see it, we took the 4-0 victory. So we are back on the winning side. So we are now 2-1, and we want to keep the win streak going. So I prepped really long for this week because he had some big threats that could do damage to my team. So I had to do really specific sets to make sure I don't get 2-hit KO'd by certain things on his squad. So but I think me and my assistant coaches really put in some good prep this week. So hopefully you like the squad. So let's talk about his squad first. I know you already see it up there somewhere, but I like to talk about and read all of them out real quick. So he got his mega apps, so Raikou, Aerodactyl, Jellicent, Jinx, Gliscor, Chinchino, Aromatisse, Latios, and on his bench he has Rotom-wash, Durant, and Mienshao. So he made a bench swap. He swapped his Mienshao out for Jellicent, which I can see why he did it, but I feel like Mienshao could have put in work against my team. Like a Scarf Mienshao could actually done some work with like U-turn, and cause like it could handle my Crook and things like that. I do have like a Psychic type in Uxie, but it can U-turn out like I said and do damage to it. So I kind of think Mienshao would have done some work against my team. So I'm kind of happy not to see it here, so I don't have to prep for it. Jellicent is annoying to prep for because it's such a defensive, or especially defensive wall. But I'd rather have Jellicent over Mienshao, truthfully. So because I have more things that can handle Jellicent. So you'll see in the squad. You'll see in the squad. So he has this very scary squad. What I think he'll definitely bring is the Raikou, the Gliscor. What else? The Mega Absol. Those are, I think he'll bring, like 100% he'll bring, because Mega Absol just does, it can hit so hard, it sets up sword stance, it can be really scary. What's it called? Raikou, an assault vested Raikou is what I'm expecting, because it can take hits from, from Rotom really well, because his Gliscor is not going to want to switch into my Rotom just in case I go for a Hydro Pump or something like that. So it can take on Rotom pretty well. And so can Latios. I'm kind of expecting Latios to come, just because it's a good wall. Even though I do have some checks to it, I think it's gonna come. I think it's gonna come. So that's what I say. Mega Absol, Raikou. I said Gliscor. I think Jellicent will come because I think he took it off the bench specifically for my team. It is a good wall and it's hard to take down. So I do think Jellicent will come. I feel like Latios will come. And the last throw was either between Chinchino and Aromatisse. Aromatisse can handle my team, can handle like Dragon Spam from Dragalge and stuff like that. But other than that, Aromatisse can't really do anything because it does not want to come into my Dragalge in case I go for Sludge Wave. It's gonna take it out in one shot, and it can't do much back to my Dragalge or anything like that. So Aromatisse checks for some of my things, but I don't think it really works out in that many situations to really benefit him that much. It gives free switches into like Dragalge and things like that. So I can't see Aromatisse coming. I think he'll bring Chinchino, just because Chinchino is freaking scary. I think this was his his viewer pick. I'm not sure, but Chinchino is like a really good mon. I think it's extremely scary. Choice Bandit and things like that can do some work, but like we built a team hopefully that can handle all that. And yeah, so let's get into the team real quick. So as you see in the screen, I'm just making sure my capture card is actually, well, OBS is actually capturing it, because last week it didn't. I had to redo it. So alright, cool, so it is capturing, awesome. So we're gonna go into our first mon, and this mon has come every week so far, and you guys probably already know who it is. MVP of last week, MVP of the first week, and has the most kills for us, which is 5 kills. So we're bringing back Cherry, the Rotom-wash. It was a toss-up. Rotom, I put him, like, when I first built the team, I had him in there, and then when I was talking to my coaches, we were thinking of taking him out for someone else, but we ended up keeping him in because it just handles us good stuff on his squad that we're gonna need to handle, because without Rotom, I don't think we're gonna be able to take down the likes of Gliscor. Jellicent will be a little harder to take down without Rotom. And yeah, so we decided to keep Rotom in the squad. So let's talk about Rotom now. So as you can see, on the layout, obviously I always put the EVs and things like that on the bottom right under the screen, so you guys know what I'm putting in specifically. A very standard, another defensive Rotom set. That defensive Rotom has been working so well for me. I don't like to bring the same sets over and over again, but this week once again it works very well for me. So we have 252 in HP, 252 in defense with the bold nature, and 4 in special attack. So like, you know, a common 252 set. I usually don't run these sets, but this week I needed to, because he has some good physical attackers like Aerodactyl. So that's what I'm really scared of. Aerodactyl, Banded Aerodactyl can actually do a lot of work with Stone Edge. I know Stone Edge has a chance to miss, but with my luck, Stone Edge is gonna hit every single time, so I have to prepare for it. So we have Pain Split, Volt Switch, Thunder Wave, Hydro Pump with the leftovers. So Pain Split, again, you know, get recovery back. I love the move Pain Split with Rotom because Rotom's so hard to take down. I didn't say he had any grass types, right? Let's see. Yeah, he has no grass types. Chinchino does get Bullet Seed, so we have to be careful about that. That's another reason why I think Chinchino will come, because other than that, he doesn't really have any grass coverage. So Pain Split, because it's a wall, and it's going to be able to take hits and then take health back and take health away from the opponent. So we got Volta for momentum. I picked it over Thunderbolt because I do want this momentum, even though he does have Gliscor. Like I said, Gliscor does not want to switch into Rotom, because if I click Hydro Pump and he switches in, that thing's gonna be gone, or at least almost did, and I could just click Hydro Pump again, and Gliscor can't really do much to Rotom. So we have Thunder Wave, even though he does have immunities. I wanted to put Thunder Wave just because if he does switch into Latios and I can Thunder Wave it, in case Latios is scarfed with, I don't think it will be, because I think he might play it as like a especially defensive Latios. I don't think he'll scarf it, because we do have Whimsicott, and a scarf Latios can actually be a little weird in case he drops Dracos and things like that, and then he can't switch his move, and he's forced to switch out, giving like Whimsicott and things like that an advantage. So I do expect maybe sometimes for him to bring in Latios against my Rotom, so if I do see that happen a few times, I'm clicking Thunder Wave and crippling that Latios. He also has a good switch in Raikou, but Volster's not going to do that much to Raikou, but Raikou does not have recovery, so if we just keep hitting it and hitting it and hitting it, even Pain Split if he's at full health and we're at low health, we can get a good chunk of health off of Raikou. So Raikou can actually hit us pretty hard because we don't resist electric since we're water and electric. So but there's Volt Switch because we want to keep momentum this game. If we can bring in one of our really good win conditions for this week, if we can keep bringing it in easily, we'll have a fun time this week. So that's why we have Volt Switch, that's why we have Thunder Wave and Hydro Pump, obviously just to hit things hard. Stab Hydro Pump is a massive thing to take on, and it hits Gliscor really hard. If he's not specially defensive, I'm pretty sure it takes it out, or at least really close to taking it out. I did calc for like a specially defensive Gliscor because I feel like that's what he might bring. But hey, if he doesn't, then if he doesn't bring Gliscor at all, I'll be pretty happy because Gliscor's a pain in the ass. So that's that. So next, we have another Mon that has come every single week. Last week, what did it do? Did it do anything? I don't think it did anything last week, but here we go with Ashes the Skarmory. Ashes the Skarmory making another comeback, and we're going, this week we are again going mixed bulk. So let's look at the bulk right now. 244 in HP, 4 in attack because that's what was left over, 132 Impish Nature, because with this much spread, we live we are 3-hit KO'd by what's it called? A Banded, Adamant, Aerodactyl, Stone Edge. So that's really scary to me. A Banded, Aerodactyl, Stone Edge. It's kind of scary against my team, so I had to really put the perfect EV spreads just so Skarmory will not die from it. If I had like 128 or whatever, if I had anything less, if I had like 190, it had a chance to be a 2-hit KO. I had like a 0.4 chance, but I don't want to take that chance because, like I say, Pokemon, I'm unlucky sometimes, and I don't want to play with luck because Pokemon luck is the worst in the world. So I'm not playing with that game. I'm not playing that game. So I made sure has enough EV spread so he could take on 3 Stone Edges from Aerodactyl, and Iron Head does a good chunk of damage. And I can also roost up on Aerodactyl, because if I roost up, I lose my flying, what's it called? Ability? Not ability, but my typing. There we go. My flying type, I lose that. I'm only a steel type, so Stone Edge won't do even close to as much as it would if I was with the flying typing. So Roost is really important against Aerodactyl. Even Fire Fang doesn't even do half to me. It's still a 3-hit KO. So Skarmory can come in really clutch. Skarmory, I'm loving Skarmory. It's a really good wall. It can really pressure teams around. So we have oh yeah, let me continue the EV spread. You got 124 in special defense just to take a few hits from what's it called, from Latias. We could take a Draco Meteor, no problem. And we can Toxic it or something like that. And then just 4 on speed, because that's what I had left over. And I was like, why not? Let's just put it there, because it didn't change anything else. So I'm like, I don't know, maybe it can work. I don't know. I doubt it. But hey, rather have it there than not have it at all. So we have leftovers this week. We're not carrying the Rocky Helmet. Rocky Helmet would be kind of nice, but leftovers will help us better against the Aerodactyl. And we have Roost, Iron Head, Defog, and Toxic. So we have Roost, obviously, to get some recovery back. Iron Head to hit Aromatisse, to hit Aerodactyl. Who else does it hit? It can hit, who else? Jinx, I guess? Yeah, it hits Jinx. And that's really it. It hits Mega Absol decently, because Mega Absol is not that bulky, so it can do some damage to Mega Absol. And as we all know, Mega Absol does not have recovery, so let me see. How far am I in this video? I feel like I've been talking so long. Okay, yeah, I gotta hurry it up. Alright. So I'm gonna try to speed up a little bit, because I don't want to make this longer than 20 minutes. So Toxic is for, because I feel like his Jellicent is going to be a straight counter to my Aerodactyl, to my Skarmory. I feel like he's going to bring a defensive Jellicent to take hits from Crook and things like that. So maybe with a Cobra Berry, that's what I'm expecting. So I got to knock off that Cobra Berry before anything. So Toxic, because I feel like he's going to switch into my Skarmory, because with Iron Head, I just completely get walled by Jellicent. So if I say he switch in the first time and I Iron Head in the next time, I know he's gonna switch in again, so I'm gonna Toxic and handle that mofo, because Jellicent is a bulky ass wall. So that's Skarmory. Skarmory is really important against the Aerodactyl and the Chinchino. Bandit Chinchino can also do work against my team, but it cannot touch Skarmory at all. So that's why Skarmory is here and is really important. So next we have Whimsicott. Candy the Whimsicott. He has no resistances to Fairy whatsoever. He has no Steel type, he has no poison type. He does have Aromatisse that can take really well, especially defensive, but once again, Aromatisse, it's not a great matchup against my team, truthfully, because I can handle it really well with the squad I'm bringing up. So we have full speed, timid nature, because that's the only way we'll outspeed Absol, because Absol's base 115 speed and we're base 116 speed, so we also outspeed Chinchino, we outspeed Raikou, we don't outspeed Aerodactyl, but either way, we do not want to keep Whimsicott in on Aerodactyl. We have full special attack and then 4 on special defense, so we have the moves Moonblast, Giga Drain, Leech Seed, and Hidden Power Ice with the item Pixie Plate. We have Pixie Plate to power up the Moonblast, because once again he does not have like a clean switch in into Moonblast. Things are going to be taking damage and Whimsicott can just dwindle things down. We have Giga Drain for Jellicent, and it hits Gliscor decently well. Moonblast hits Gliscor also. We have Leech Seed because I feel like Whimsicott is going to be causing a lot of switches, so if we can Leech Seed stuff on a switch, it's going to cause him to switch again, and that'll keep giving me momentum, so I feel like that's really important to have that Leech Seed there. And we have HP Ice for the Gliscor in case he gets a little annoying, and Moonblast is not to hit KO with the set I had on Gliscor, so HP Ice does. So that's why HP Ice is there, and with Leech Seed, Giga Drain, we can keep getting health back. I used to have Life Orb, but I was talking with my coach, and he thinks Pixie Plate is better, which I agree, because Life Orb, I think, will be taking away too much health for us, and we kind of need Whimsicott to stay healthy. That's why I have Giga Drain, that's why I have Leech Seed and things like that. We have Infiltrator, just because I'm scared he might put up a sub with Absol. It's a possibility. It's not the best play in the world for him, but if he does, or a sub with anything, I'm going to be able to break right through it with the ability to Infiltrator, hit it with a Moonblast, and that completely wipes out Absol. So that's why we have Infiltrator. So that is Whimsicott, the homie. So next we have one of our win conditions, which is Dragalge. So this week we are playing a fully offensive Dragalge with choice specs. So we are going 100 in HP, 252 modest special attack, and then 156 special defense because he's still really bulky. Dragachi is extremely bulky on the special side. It can take a bunch of hits from Raikou, unless he has HP Ice. Even HP Ice does not 3-hit KO, does not 2-hit KO. I don't think so. I gotta check, but I mean I did check, but I gotta make sure. So, he can switch into Raikou pretty well and then destroy it with a Draco Meteor, Dragon Pulse, Sludge Wave, anything like that. Once again, he does not have a clean switch into my Dragougi. This choice specs adaptability, Dragougi can really tear through his team, so this is why I want Volt Switch on Rotom, because if I can keep Volt Switching around and coming into Dragougi clean, he's gonna have to sack something. If he doesn't bring Aromatisse, I can Dragon Spam the whole game. He has no poison type, he has no steel type, so Dragougi can just completely destroy his team if I can play it right and bring it in the right situations, not let it get hurt like I did against Eric. I can really put in work. We have Sludge Wave, Draco Meteor, we have Toxic Spikes in case I get a chance to put up spikes, and I don't think he's gonna defog them away. That'll be a good thing. And then Dragon Pulse, and also if I have spikes, he might not think I'm offensive, he might think I'm some like defensive Dragougi, and then he tries to bring in something and it gets smacked by a Draco or a Dragon Pulse, Sludge Wave. Like I said, nothing wants to take this. Gliscor can take a Sludge Wave, but it cannot take a Dragon Pulse too well. It's a 2-hit KO, so Dragougi can put in work, and we needed to put in work this week. I need to play it right. I really do need to play it right. And I think I can play it right with the team I built, so hopefully we could put in some work with Dragougi. I love Dragougi, but I feel like last time I did not play it well at all, so hopefully I can play it well this week. So next we have a mon that's making its second straight week appearance, and that is the Bug Union, the Escavalier. So Escavalier is also very important this week because it can handle, once again, it can handle Aromatisse, it can handle Raikou, it can handle Latias. He might have HP Fire on Aromatisse, but even if he has HP Fire on Aromatisse, it's not even a 2-hit KO with this setup we have right here. So we have 252 HP, we have 4 on attack, and we have 252 Careful Nature on the special defense. So this Escavalier is really important to me because, like I said, it could take on Raikou, which is kind of a scary threat. Hopefully it does not have HP Fire. If anything, it have HP Ice. If it does not have HP Ice and it has HP Fire instead, then Dragougi can come into it like pretty clean. It could have extra sensory. I actually think it'll have extra sensory over HP Ice now that I'm thinking about it. I did have that, but I completely forgot about it. So I really have to be careful with that. I do have to scout it. I know I'll be able to live it with Dragougi because Dragougi is so bulky, and taking out the Raikou is actually really important. So if I do have that chance, I will take it. And yeah, but back to Escavalier. Escavalier can take on Raikou. I feel like he won't have the HP Fire on Raikou just because I don't think he'd expect Escavalier to be the counter to it. So, but once again, like I said, we have Protect to scout for that. So we have to be careful with that. So we have Iron Head, Protect, Knock Off, Mega Horn. Knock Off is there so we can knock off the... First of all, knock off items. Knock off on Latias will hit it pretty hard. Mega Horn will completely destroy Latias, but we'll go into that in a second. But Knock Off is so, like, if he does switch in his Jellicent and it does have a Cobra Berry, we'll be able to knock it off. Because I want to get rid of that Cobra Berry as soon as possible, just because, you'll see why, but I just want to get rid of it as soon as possible. Like I said, Protect is just to scout for moves, to get some more health back from leftovers and things like that, making things 3-hit KOs instead of 2-hit KOs of the leftovers. Iron Head, because it hits Aerodactyl, it hits Jinx, it hits Aromatisse and things like that. It hits a lot of things hard that don't resist it because of Escavalier's natural, really high special attack. Physical attack that's a base 135, so it's gonna hit really hard, and nothing wants to take a Mega Horn from this guy. Only Gliscor. Gliscor is the only thing that actually wants to take a Mega Horn from this thing, and if Gliscor comes in, we always have a safe switch into Rotom every single time, so it's gonna cause him to be switching around way too much, but Raikou gets hit extremely hard by Mega Horn. Everything gets hit extremely hard by Mega Horn except Gliscor. So Escavalier is gonna be really important for just that reason. I know we have to hit the Mega Horns. Hopefully we do. I have really bad luck with moves that are like, even like 95% accuracy, I tend to miss them, which kind of sucks. I can't do anything about it. It's Pokemans, but hopefully we can hit some of them and do some massive damage to some stuff on his team. So that's Escavalier. Escavalier is really cool, really important, and hopefully he can put in the work this week. So let's kick some butt, Escavalier, for reals. Alright. So next we have making his comeback is the Crocodile, Sly Cooper, the Crocodile. So we do have the Choice Scarf this week because we do want him to outspeed a lot of things. We want him to outspeed Latios, knock off things, and things like that. So we have 172 speed because that gives me enough speed to outspeed everything on his team. The fastest thing he has is Aerodactyl, which is base 130 speed. So we outspeed by 1 point with this and the Scarf. We don't outspeed anything else that is Scarfed, so there's no point in putting any more speed. We have 52 on HP. We have full 252 adamant attack because we want this thing to hit as hard as possible. And we have 32 on special defense. So this Crook is also a really good win condition for us. It can hit a lot of things really hard with Earthquake, and Latios does not want to switch into it really because if it takes a knockoff, that thing's dead unless it has a Cobra Berry. Jellicent, this is why I want to knock off the Cobra Berry with the Scavalier on Jellicent if he does have the Cobra Berry, because I do not want to come in with Crocodile, hit it with a knockoff, and then he has a Cobra Berry and then scalds us, and with my luck I'd get burned. I doubt it'll kill us, but just getting a burn on Crook is a no-no. We don't want that because Crook is important. So let's talk about his role and his moveset a little bit. So we got Intimidate just in case that Absol does get up what's it called, a Sword Stance. Then Intimidate, he can't really hit us. We're faster, and then Earthquake will completely destroy it. So so yeah, that's why we have Intimidate over Moxie. I had Moxie before that, but then my coach told me about the whole threat with Absol, which I knew the threat, but I didn't think he'd bring Sword Stance, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So yeah, that's why Intimidate's there. We have the Scarf, like I said, to outspeed things. Earthquake for stab. We hit Raikou. What else do we hit extremely hard? Let's see. We hit Raikou. We hit Jellicent pretty well. Jinx, Chinchino, Aromatisse, and we can't hit Latios. So we can't hit Latios and Gliscor. So yeah. So we have Earthquake because it hits extremely hard. We have knockoff to knock off items and to hit Latios extremely hard, to hit Jellicent extremely hard. It hits a lot of things really hard. Nothing resisted besides Absol and Aromatisse, which I still don't think he'll bring Aromatisse, but if he does, he's gonna have to take out something else that's really important, and that's gonna help me out a little more. So that's why we have knockoff, stab, and it hits extremely hard. Well, the reason for foul play is because I do not always want to click Earthquake because Latios can come in for free. If he finds out I am Scarfed, Latios can come in for free if I Earthquake. So let's say an Absol comes in and I click knockoff, it's not barely gonna do anything to Absol, and I don't want it to set up a Sword Stance or anything like that. I have foul play because it does about half to Absol. So if Absol comes in and I do foul play and I see it do more than half, or like if it's already a little bit hurt, it's gonna be a 2-hit KO. We outspeed and it's gonna kill that thing. Latios is not gonna want to switch into a foul play at all either because it does about half also. Aerodactyl does not want to switch into a foul play because Aerodactyl attack is so high. It's also gonna do more. It's gonna do much more than half, especially if he's banded. So it'll be a 2-hit KO, and that's why we want foul play. I know it's kind of weird, but it does good damage. It does enough damage to force him not to do certain switches, and it's just a safe middle ground play for me, which I want to have on the Crocodile because Crocodile, like I said, it's important. It's also a good win condition alongside of Dragalge, so I have to have a good middle ground play. And then we have the Aqua Tail to hit Gliscor because it hits Gliscor extremely hard. Hopefully we don't miss it. I know it's 90% accuracy, but I do not trust these moves at all. If they're not 100%, I have a feeling I'm gonna miss them. So hopefully we hit the Aqua Tail. It hits Gliscor really hard, and nothing else really wants to take it all that well, besides Jellicent. But hey, Jellicent can be handled decently well by good chunk of my squad. So yeah, that's the squad. That's Crocodile, that's Rotom, that's Skarmory, that's Whimsicott, that's Dragalge, that's Escavalier. So this is the squad for week 4 against Jedi and the Western Weezings. Hopefully we can get another win in the bag because I want to keep the streak going. I want to get into playoffs so badly. So hopefully me and my coach is prepped well enough, and hopefully we can take the win this week. I just gotta play extremely smart. I will be playing today, so the match, well, today right now for me is Tuesday, but for you guys it's Thursday. And the match will be going up tomorrow, Friday. So look forward to that, guys. And thank you guys for all the freaking support. The last win against Sid, so much support from you guys. I'm loving it, and it just really pushes me. I'm telling you guys, it really pushes me like so well. So thank you guys for that. Keep pushing me on. Make sure you hit that like button for the squad, and if you think I can win this upcoming matchup. And sub if you're new, because TBU action is pretty cool, and a lot of other things coming. I've been slacking a little bit in my channel, but I'm starting to work on it a little bit more this week. I've just been kind of busy and a little bit lazy too, which is not an excuse, but that's my lifestyle sometimes. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow with the matchup, and hopefully we can get a win. So thank you guys, peace out, and have a beautiful day.